Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Luca Russia, and today I want to talk about the possibility of a training mode within Call of Duty Zombies. So this has been an interesting idea that's been thrown around ever since Black Ops 2, and within the green run maps on custom games, you're actually able to have a little bit of customization. Now, you were only able to change things like when you actually start your game, and you were only able to go up until round 20, whether you wanted magic or not, headshots only or not. There was only a little bit of customization, and ever since then, people have been begging for way more customization within our custom zombies maps, especially on console. Because on PC, there's an infinite number of possibilities that you can actually do within zombies, especially with custom maps, but on console, we're very limited as to what we're actually able to play. And a lot of people's frustration with zombies, you have to play 2, 3, 4, 5 hours into a game just to get where you actually wanted to be, to actually try to get better at zombies, and then you die, and then you're like, well, okay, I wasted my entire day basically, and I didn't get anywhere whatsoever, and I learned absolutely nothing. So now I want to run down a checklist of things that I would love to see within a training mode in Call of Duty Zombies, and these are also in no particular order. So the first thing that I would love to see is in-game options to change what you want, because a lot of the problem with what custom games was within Black Ops 2 was once you actually started your game, you were stuck with it. But if you were actually able to have in-game options, like maybe you were able to go up to a wall, if you were able to pause your game in solo and then change a bunch of options around where it would actually change things, that would actually be extremely cool. And then you could say to yourself, okay, well, maybe I don't like where this is going, I didn't like this option, but I'm way too far in, I'm an hour into my training, and I don't want to have to end my game. So maybe I could just turn this one thing off, I could turn something else back on. That would actually be extremely interesting to me, because that's the point of training, is to be able to pick and choose really what you want within your training itself. It's not supposed to be the actual map itself when you're actually going for a high round for leaderboard, zombie records, whatever it is. And in my mind, being able to actually choose what you want in-game really is the antithesis of training. So the second thing that I would love to see in a training mode is the option of a weapon wall, where it's basically what the name describes, and it's where you can go into a separate area on the map, and you can actually go up to this big wall with all the weapons on the map, and you can shoot any of them once, and it'll give you that particular weapon. And the reason for that is, let's say you're playing a map like Moon. Most of the time you're actually going to be setting up for about 25-30 minutes, because the wave guns, QEDs, Gershas, whatever it is, they're extremely hard to get. But if you just went up to this weapon wall, you can set up on round 1, and it makes things a lot easier, and you can get right into your training. And the reason for this is, like I said, because especially nowadays with Black Ops 3, a lot of the time that you actually spend within a zombies game is setting up for it by hitting the box. So the third thing that I would love to actually see within a training mode is normal, easy, and hard modes. Now for something like easy mode, obviously it's going to be way too easy, and the zombies aren't going to actually be able to sprint, all the doors are free, all the boxes are free, whatever it is, they could go any which way they wanted with it, and that could obviously be customized within the in-game options like we talked about earlier. Normal mode, basically it's just going to be like playing the map with a couple of options to make things a little bit easier and make things faster to actually set up, and then hard mode is where it gets interesting. So hard mode is not going to be for the faint of heart, where it's going to be twice as many zombies, all the purchases are going to cost twice as much, and there's going to be half as much ammo. It's going to be a struggle to get through any of the rounds, and that's really what it's supposed to be. And I get it, not a lot of people are going to play that, but if you're someone that is a masochist, it's going to be something like Bus Depot on Black Ops 2, where it's just basically going to be the most difficult map that you could possibly imagine, and it's really going to help you out with your training if you want to go that far with it. Now on to the next thing I would love to see on our list, is round skipping all the way up until max spawn rate and no further than that. Now I know this is going to divide people, but the reason I say that you should be able to round skip all the way until round 63 or 64, I forget which one is actual max spawn rate, but basically the reason that I actually say that is because the problem with zombies right now for a lot of people is to get all the way to round 63, 64, where you get to those max spawn rates, is it takes 3, 4, 5 hours to get there. And so many people don't have that much time to actually be able to invest in a zombies game to actually get better. And if you're actually able to skip all the way there, then you're actually able to get the feeling of what max spawn rate is, how hard it is, and then actually be able to come up with strategies from there on forward. And a lot of us hardcore players, we sit there and we go, max spawn rate? Seriously, that's hard for people? But yes, there's so many people out there that maybe their highest round ever is round 25, and then they want to go play with their cousin on split screen, and they go, hey, we can actually get to round 64, and then we could actually see what it's like playing there. So it really is just an experience for a lot of people that were never able to experience it when they were actually playing the game by themselves. And honestly, I could go on for days about this whole subject, but tell me in the comment section down below, would you guys like to see a training mode within Call of Duty Zombies to begin with? And if you are an advocate for it, tell me what you guys would like to see within it that I didn't actually mention in this video. While you're down there, I'd appreciate a like, subscribe if you guys are new around here, turn on notifications. You guys know the whole deal by now. Go sub the Kingdom Z, it's going to be the first link in the description down below. Anyway, I do love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.